Hello my love and welcome back to the channel, and if you are new here, I am Kay, an astrologer, numerologist and spiritual witch here on YouTube. Listen, if you've been attracted to this video, take this as your confirmation from your own spirit guides and angels that you were meant to receive it. Check out the new book by me also, Make It Happen, How to Manifest Anything. The link is in the description box below. Let's get into your video. Hello my love and welcome back, and happy new moon solar eclipse in Scorpio. I hope you're doing really well and your family is well. If you are someone who has been here before, thank you so much for coming back, and if you are new here, then welcome. I hope you find what you need and hopefully maybe you'll think of subscribing. For anyone who wants to skip the astrology update and the channeled messages from the cards that I pulled for this new moon in Scorpio, feel free to skip it and head straight to the affirmations. If you check the description box or the pinned comment, the timestamp will be there and I'll see you there. So this new moon that we're having in Scorpio is a pretty special one and a very big one, especially if you are a Scorpio yourself, because obviously your energy is controlling everyone's experience, and astrologically speaking, this eclipse will probably hit your sun, who you are, somewhere in your birth chart, especially if you are an earlier born Scorpio in the season. For everyone else, we're all obviously going to have Scorpio somewhere in our chart, and so this is where the eclipse will hit, because it's also an eclipse. So if you know your chart well, then you'll know what area of life, but even if you do not, just know that what's going on right now astrologically, when we get to the 25th of October 2022 at around 11:49 a.m. This is GMT, my local time, so it could be the same day or the day before for you, depending where you are in the world. But once we move through that week, beginning the 25th of October, the major theme that the universe is bringing to us is obviously Scorpio's energy of passion, and really going after what we want. But also Scorpio's energy is about things like deeper meanings in life. It's a sign that is very connected to things like the occult, astrology, and a sign that is quite deep and often misunderstood. But aside from this, we've got a theme of love, art, beauty, and connection to our desires, because we're going to have the planet Venus actually conjunct to the moon. If you've been here before, you will know that, I always explain a conjunction as when two planets or even energies, because the moon is not technically a planet, but Venus is. When you have two energies so close that they cause a conjunction, it's like the two energies are having a discussion and they are working in unison together. So what we have here around this new moon is Venus, which brings us our desires. She brings us love, money, art, beauty, and basically connects us to what we want in a supportive way. This is going to be around what we emotionally desire, because the moon is, again, it's a representation of your emotions. So it's a good time really for what we want in life, generally speaking, without looking at anyone's birth chart in detail, for our desires to be coming to us with Venus supporting us. The other thing to say about this new moon is that clearly it's an eclipse, and this is something that us astrologers jump up and down about. We get so excited because it's such a big thing. But what we really need to look at when we have an eclipse is the kind of eclipse that we're having, and this eclipse is happening around what we call an area of the South Node, which is a point of fate really. in a birth chart and a point of fate in, you could say, a day-to-day. But the South Node is about release, letting go, the past, where we have been. And so it could well be that for some of us, or a lot of us, certainly with myself, I'm feeling it, that we release something, or we let something go, or something departs our life, or, you know, we turn our back on something. But although it's a South Node eclipse, it's a new moon, and this is the beauty of it. Because it's a new moon, it means that something else must come in. And if you have listened to your horoscope for this month that I've done for October, I would have mentioned this for all the signs, and I would have said exactly where I see this release and new opportunity coming in when we get to this point of the month. And you can find them under the playlist, horoscope playlists, here on the channel if you want to view yours if you haven't seen it. So it's a very special time, you know. An eclipse is when we often get to a turning point in life, and eclipse energy can vibrate anything from up to, like, you know, 3 months before the actual event. So I'd like everyone to really think about what has been going on over the last couple of months of their life. You know, what is it that is releasing or letting go, and what is it that you're seeking in terms of a new opportunity, or what opportunities have presented themselves to you that you haven't maybe considered seriously, or maybe even what is it that you want right now. You know, as we close out 2022, what is it that you want? And the other side of that as well is that once we have an eclipse, that energy can vibrate up to 3 months after the actual event, and sometimes even up to when the next eclipse would be, which is normally around 6 months ahead, you know, after one happens. So an eclipse is like a gateway, to keep it simple without confusing anyone. And the kind of gateway that we've got now is one of deep connection to what we want. It's an opportunity to grab something. It's an opportunity to close out a chapter. And I feel this very deeply when I look at the chart for the eclipse, because during this week, when we have the eclipse, we're going to have the planet Jupiter, which is the planet that brings luck, fortune, expansion. He is a very, very benevolent planet that basically will expand whatever he touches or wherever he is, you know, in the universe. And his main role is basically to bring blessings. And as mentioned in the horoscopes as well, he's going to get to 0 degrees of the sign Aries during this eclipse. And he's also in retrograde. So as mentioned before, maybe you've heard me say it because it is quite a big thing for me as an astrologer. I like to point it out. When we have a planet at 0 degrees, whether it's in your chart and you're born with it like myself, or it happens around a specific time, this is that planet providing us with an opportunity to start a new chapter, because he or she, the planet or the energy, is at 0 degrees. So what I'm seeing here when I really looked at the universe astrologically is that there's a real chance as we close out 2022 again for some kind of new chapter with something. And it could be a lot to do with things that Jupiter resonates with, such as luck, fortune, blessings. Jupiter is the planet of publishing. He represents sports. He is the planet of spirituality. He is also a planet of distance things, so travel overseas, and people, places, situations and things that are new to us or foreign, quote unquote. So to break that down, it's anything that's a brand new experience that you've never experienced before is what he... Now Aries, the sign that he is going to be influenced by, this is the first sign of the zodiac, and Aries is a very forceful sign, and I don't mean that in any disrespect to anyone who is an Aries who may be listening to this, but you are. It is, you know, everybody knows that. Aries is the energy that gives everybody that get up and go. Aries is the energy that teaches us to put the self first and to be somewhat selfish. Aries is an energy about drive, ambition, but on the other hand, Aries is also that sign, because it is first sign of the zodiac, that can sometimes have an energy of how can I put this, maybe acting before they think, or it acting before it thinks. You know, Aries energy, excuse me, can bring that around. So that's something to be mindful of. You know, if you're going to act, if you're going to go for it, by all means go for it. The universe is supporting us all to do something, whatever that may be for you. But because we're working with Aries here, make sure that we've, you know, thought through what it is that we're... So new chapters, connection to what we want, desire, love, money, art, beauty, it's all coming in as we wrap up 2022, and it's a wonderful time to be having this eclipse, and it's a wonderful energy to have Scorpio ruling over all of our experiences, a water sign dealing with emotions, a fixed sign, you know, that likes things a certain way, you know, so we're sure of what we're doing, not doing things too crazily, but a deeply passionate sign. So the message from the universe here is, if it's time to let something go, if it's time to move on from something, if it's time to try to do things a different way to how you've done it in the past, then this new moon eclipse could be the time for that. If it's time to go after love, money, art, beauty, desires, and what it is that you really want in life, this eclipse could be the good time to do it, purely because, you know, it's about opportunity. So it's a really, really lovely time, a really, really nice energy that we've got here. And just, I'm being pushed here that they're asking me to say that it could be as simple for some of you. I don't know who this message is for, but I'm going to say it because it's coming in. It could be for some of you that it's as simple as doing, how do they want me to put this? It could be a mindset change for some of you. I'm getting a feeling that I might connect to someone who needs to put something or someone or a situation, person, place or thing that they may have experienced out of their mind, and be brave enough to move in a new direction, be brave enough to grab what's in front of them, or even to just be brave enough to just say, you know what, I'm doing me. This is what I want. This is what I'm going for. So I really hope that message gets to whoever needs it. If it's a mental thing for you to say goodbye, you know, in whatever way that means for you, then as spirit guides come to me to tell you to do it, to basically go for it. Okay, so let's move on to the cards that actually were pulled for the collective for this new moon eclipse. So the first one comes from my deck that I've put together, and the first card is Abundantly. This is the card that fell out when I asked for a message, and the back of the card reads, blessings are due to arrive in abundance. Now is a prosperous time. Be patient. Your spirit guides are working on your behalf. They have heard your call and your needs. So I really hope that message reaches whoever it needs to reach. The next card comes from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. This is not by me, this is by another author. And the first card that fell, because you had two, is card number 9. It's Treasure Island. And this is obviously, when I looked at this card without reading the message, I got an energy of, again, abundance, stumbling upon something, you know, being in a place where you're basically about to be blessed is how I felt. But I'm going to read what the actual card does say, and it says, the law of attraction, bringing dreams into fruition. The results of positive thinking will manifest abundance, appearing as if from out of nowhere. Financial gains and the sharing of good fortune. And it says further down here, you've worked hard, you've worked hard and acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance. And suddenly, in the midst of it all, you will hit the jackpot. You have uncovered the map to buried treasure and tapped into the unlimited potential within you. What you must hone now is your ability to recognize when X marks the spot, because some of these golden opportunities may be obvious, but others may not be so readily apparent. Trust your intuition to light your way now as you enter this truly prosperous phase, where all along the hard work and navigating your inner peace and life will now pay off externally. In all aspects of your life at this time, you have good fortune. Don't forget to enjoy it and share it with others, as treasure shared multiplies like magic. That is actually a really beautiful message, really nice. That's the first time I've read that one. The second card that I got for you for the collective is card 24, and this card it says time for a nap. So intuitively I felt like this was a message to let some of you know that it's time to just chill and relax, you know, whatever you've been going through, whatever you've been experiencing, because I think the last couple of years we've all been through it. We've all been through it with this pandemic and this and that and da-da-da-da-da. Like, everybody's had some kind of difficulty. So this card, time for a nap, reads: rest, rejuvenation and renewal. Temporary non-action allowing dreams to arise. Then it says further down, this is a time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go. Go into a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free of the shackles of your goals, your lists, your desires. Nothing is as important as rest, detachment, and being neutral. The overly busy mind can block you from inner wisdom if you don't step back, take a rest, and take a seat. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you, absent of any force or conscious direction, as you observe without engaging now. So that's a really lovely message as well from that deck. So in terms of a romance message for some of you, I pulled a card from the Romance Angels deck, and the card that you got was Worth Waiting For. And it says divine timing is at work in your love life. And the full message is: your soulmate relationship requires patience, as there are many factors involved. Your soulmate's free will and choices are beyond yours or your angel's control, as is the readiness of both of you for true love. This card comes to you as a reminder that this relationship is worth waiting for. Divine timing is a universal law that is always in operation. It is the flow of everything. If we try to impose our human will and force things to happen, we become out of sync with nature and experience blockages. Similarly, if we fret, when will I meet my soulmate, or we put worry energy into the universe, the Romance Angels have heard and answered your prayers for a soulmate, and they are working behind the scenes to bring this to you. Your role is to listen and follow your intuition, even if it seems unrelated to your desire. Your intuition is like a guide dog, leading you along the path of unanswered prayers. Follow your intuition, and trust in the timing of this relationship. So really nice. I hope that reaches whoever needed a message about a soulmate. If you're wondering when he or she will come in, it seems like your angels they're on the case. They're working on it. So the fortune message for the collective is the card Destiny, card 35 from a different deck. And clearly this is a message. I picked this up straight away. They gave me the message to let you know that the path that you are on is a path of destiny, basically. whatever has happened in the past, whatever's going on now, it feels very much to me that whoever this message is for, it seems like whatever path you chose, you would have ended up here anyway. And that's because this is the path that you are meant to be on. So even if things are quite difficult at the moment, what they're getting here, what they're saying to me is that just know that there is light at the end of the tunnel, thank you, and that you should persevere is the word that they're giving me, persevere. So this feels like this could be for someone or some of you who have been possibly going through a rough patch and maybe even doubting whether you should continue or whether you are on the right path. Someone, spirit guide, is saying to me quite strongly, yes, 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 continue, 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 go, go, go. So that's the message I'm being given, so I'm going to pass that along and hope that that is helpful for someone. Okay, finally, so our final message from the postcard from Spirit Deck reads, it says, dearest you have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. But first, you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. Wow, this is the first time I'm reading this card actually. It just fell out and I'm just going through it now and it's quite connected to the last card. But then it continues and it says, you don't arrive at some special place where poof, you're perfect and happy all the time. It's about establishing and firming up a commitment to a certain experience, whatever form that takes. Your soul knows what you need to experience. Your destiny is to be present to all of life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through allowing inspiration to lead you, and to risk standing apart from the crowd, to listen to your soul. Goodness me, this is a very powerful message. It's very, very nice. And then it continues and it says, you are special as much as you are also one with the world, individual yet part of the great whole. Both truths have led you to this moment where we are saying to you on the other side that you are on the right track. I love that. Even if your ego self doesn't see that, listen to your soul, check in with spirit and keep going. Spirit loves you. Oh wow, life loves you and we love you. That is wonderful. Thank you so much for prompting me for that message that fell out. That is very, very connected to what's come out with the rest of the cards, and it's very, very connected to the energy of this new moon solar eclipse that we're having in Scorpio, where I spoke to you about new chapters and destiny and desire and going after what you want, and at the same time release. So I really, really do hope that there was something there to help anyone who comes across this video. So please do give the video a like, drop me a comment, let me know how it goes. So we're going to move on to the affirmations now. I invite you to get comfortable, to take a seat, or, you know, continue about your day, listen to them in your earphones or in your car or however you wish to. And you can come back to these affirmations that I've written for you specifically based on the theme of this new moon eclipse at any point. You know, if you're listening to this outside of the new moon eclipse, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, take it as it serves you, as and when. So I'm going to read each affirmation and then I will leave a space for you to say it out loud to yourself if you wish to think it, or to internally say it to yourself, whatever will serve you in this moment. So let's begin. I am beautiful and unique. I attract abundance. I do not chase it. Blessings are about to appear in my life. I'm open to the abundance the universe has for me. I trust the divine timing the universe has for my gifts and blessings. A new beginning is opening for me. I appreciate all I have now and welcome all that is to come. I am happy and whole, and my dreams are coming to fruition. I'm guided by love and never fear towards my dreams. I'm open to receive the blessed new chapter the universe has for me. I am beautiful and unique. I attract abundance. I do not chase it. Blessings are about to appear in my life. I'm open to the abundance the universe has for me. I trust the divine timing the universe has for my gifts. A new beginning is opening for me. I appreciate all I have now and welcome all that is to come. I am happy and whole, and my dreams are coming to fruition. I'm guided by love, never fear towards my dreams. I'm open to receive the blessed new chapter the universe has for me. Happy new moon. Happy new moon solar eclipse in Scorpio. I really do hope that this energy is a very positive one for you. I hope that the week passes well and the next couple of months that follow as we close out 2022 is really blessed, and that Jupiter at his 0 degrees of Aries point brings you exactly what it is that you need in your life right now. I hope that Venus with her loving supportive energy also brings you all the love, the money, the art, the beauty and the desires that you could possibly want or need in your life right now. When I sat down and wrote these affirmations, and when I pulled the cards, and when I chose the music and done everything and put this all together, my only intention was to bring something that is needed to whoever may stumble across this video at any point in time, whether it's the new moon or not, or at any point in time. And so if you have gained something, then let me know. Feel free to drop a comment. Please give the video a like if you haven't already. And if you are new here, then why not subscribe? I would absolutely love to see you here again and give you a horoscope or a reading or another new moon or full moon, affirmations to help you on your journey, whatever it is that I put out intuitively for the channel. So there we are, my love. I hope you are ready to go on your path, and if you are someone who is a Scorpio, enjoy this particularly because this is your time. I would have spoke to you a lot about what's going on for you in your own horoscope, so do check that out. That's here on the channel. And if you're not a Scorpio, if you're any other sign, just head to the playlists. You will see air, earth, water, you know, you'll see all the elements, and you can find your own sign and see what's going on for the month of October. And at the time of me uploading this, I'm currently working on November's horoscopes and affirmations as well, so stay tuned for that. Have a blessed and wonderful week. I will see you in November.